Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome to the Scottie Show. Today, I got a very special guest straight from Kill Me, Lord. Man, give it up for Rich Illuminati, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
Man, I'm chilling, man. For the people that don't know who Rich Illuminati is, man, who's Rich Illuminati?
Well, Rich Illuminati is an alter ego type thing.
Yeah.
First it was like I don't know, I created a personality over the years, but like originally when I started, Rich Illuminati was just like a cool name that I want to go. I didn't want to use like an auto generator, so I thought about it for a
Yeah.
second, and I was like, I like Rich Gang. So that was like when I was listening to like Thugger and like Birdman and all that stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was influenced by that. And so I was like Rich Gang, and I was like Rich, and then I wanted something to stand out. And at the time, like I don't know, just for like in general, like the word Illuminati was just kind of like weird to me, so it was kind of edgy. So I was like, okay, Rich Illuminati, like it fit.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, other than that, man, I don't know. I've just been building the brand of Rich Illuminati.
Dude, so how did you get into like production and like all the things that you're really into? Because like you're really like a jack of all trades. Like you could do a lot of different stuff, man. So like I want to start off with like being a producer. How did you get into like, being a producer, making beats and figuring out like, yo, I got a talent for this. I got an ear for it. How like, how'd you get into it?
Okay, so I wasn't really into music like when I was a kid, because I only listened to one type of music, and that was what my parents wanted. But like once I moved up to like in grades to high school, that's when I started like experimenting with music in terms of not actually, I don't know how to like play an instrument. I didn't know like music theory and all that.
Yeah.
But I would like listen to music and listen to all types of music and become like influenced, like, oh, I fuck with that, or like, oh, I didn't really like that too much, or maybe like I could have done something different. And then jump to, that's like 2010 all the way to like 2013 or something like that, when I was in school. Jump to like 2017, I'm already out of my parents' house like by the age of 18, and I'm with my homies, and those are the people that I was hanging around with. And I would like start being more critical of the music I was listening to around like the same time, like I said, with Rich Gang. And I was like, oh, this is like really when I got into like listening and seeing all the components, and I was inspired by the music. And then I would remember I would like talk about, but like, oh, like I would do like the hi-hats or something different. And one of my friends, he was all like, one day he was just like, shut up and like then do it. Then like if you want to do it, then do it. And that's when I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna start fucking with this. And that was around the time like when Nick Mira and fucking Juice WRLD was coming up, like all that 2017 like come up.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a part of that.
Yeah.
So after that, I started getting to thinking, I was like, maybe this is something that I can do. And I was like, but I wanted to like, truthfully, when I first started, the reason why I started producing was a quick get rich scheme.
Yeah.
Because like it seemed that easy, but then like when I started to do it, I was like, oh shit, there's so much fucking things to do.
So many components to it.
Yeah, and mind you, like I've never played an instrument. I've never made any sort of music, probably with like a recorder in the second grade, like, so I was like, fuck, I don't know how to do this shit. And I started on FL Studio, and FL Studio is like really like complex in terms of like steps. Like there's ways you need to do things, and there's just so much of it. But like I don't have a background in music, so I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I had to teach myself. And then I was like, man, this shit's fucking hard. I'm gonna quit. And I fucking quit for about like 6 months until like early 2018. And I was like, come back to it. And I was like, okay, I'm inspired. I took like a 6-month break. I'm in my end season, and I start experimenting more with it. And I was like, oh, okay. So like things start sticking, and I get good enough where I'm making like kind of like amateur shit, but like it was good to me. And I was like, damn, I made this shit.
Yeah.
And jump to fucking end of 2019, early 2020 is like, by that time I'd already like, I was like more prominent on Twitter. So I had like around like 350 followers, and I was consistent on those followers from like the end of 2017 all the way up to like mid 2019. And I didn't know what the fuck to do, because like nobody was fucking with me. And then something just clicked, and I was like, I just started not to give a fuck about things, and I just did what the fuck I wanted to do. And people respected that. So like 2020, all 2020 is like when I really like went up. I went from like 300 followers, dude, to like 2,000. I was like, oh shit, in a whole year. But I was going hard. But on the outbound on 2021, I got burnt the fuck out, and I didn't do much like 2021, and kind of like did stuff behind the scenes. I'm still doing stuff behind the scenes, like where I'm at right now, but like I'm trying to be more prominent on the you know, on the TL or whatever. You know, I'm just trying to make myself be seen now again, and it's kind of hard, but we get in there.
Like so when you first, like, you know, when you said like, yo, I'm just looking at this as a get rich quick scheme, like, do you like, you know, now that you have, like, you know, more skin in the game, like, do you feel like you have like a newfound like appreciation for like
oh yeah, most definitely.
music
Okay,
and all that?
sorry, I forgot about that shit. Yeah, that's a very big important part, because like the mindset that I had was like, oh, like I'm just doing this because I want money, like I want to be rich. Like that was the dream, to be fucking come up and be rich like that. It was just seemed so easy. But when I quit, after doing it for like a couple months, I quit for the 6 months I came back. Like I was like, maybe like I need to approach this a little bit differently. Like it's not so easy anymore, like as I saw and or experienced. And now like maybe like I can do this in the long run in longevity and be good enough, and then start like in an investment of sorts. But the more I started getting better at fucking doing music, the more appreciation that I had with the music. And I think that's the real reason why I popped off from the 300 to 2,000, because I had a lot more appreciation. I knew, I don't know, I could relate. Like I started fucking transposing, like I was having like a shitty day, I fucking was able to put that into a beat, describe it into a beat, bro. Like it's crazy. And like people fuck with that because they can, if they don't know it, they can kind of like make like a subconscious connection, you feel me, to like something like, oh, I like that, I don't know why I like it, but I do. And that's what I started to get, and then that's when the music started to get better.
That's facts, bro. No, like, hold up, oh fuck, I don't know why my shit just did that. It like turned off like the sound. But can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh shit, I don't know why like the volume like got fucked up, but my bad.
No, you good.
All right, yeah, we back into it though. Look, but yeah, like when I hear that though, yeah, that's why I wanted to ask you that, because like I know people are gonna hear that, they're gonna be like, oh, he looked at it as a get rich quick scheme. I'm like, dude found a new appreciation for it, and like keep realizing that, like, you know, once you, like, you know, you working a full 9 to 5 and you working a job, and then you gotta come back home and grind and do that, and then you gotta deal with other stuff. You kind of understand where most artists are coming from. Most artists are, you know, working jobs and stuff like that, but like they like to portray like this you know, image that they're rich, or like they got money, or like they're doing certain things, and not everybody got it like that. That's not realistic. And then once you're like really in it, and like you're like, you know, having to put out the time to, you know, when you get off work and you're just so drained from being at work, and then you got to, like, you know, muster up some creativity or motivation to like get on that laptop and, you know, hop on them Pro Tools or whatever, and, you know, just do whatever you got to do. Who are some of the people that, you know, you said Rich Gang and stuff like that? Were there, was any music that your parents like showed you? Did it like inspire you at all? Like when, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not in the sense of like, not in the sense that like, I guess it's just more in like the essence of like everything, the appreciation of everything, like all the stuff that I've listened to in my life so far, and over wide genres of things. I hear stuff and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? And like I don't really understand. The more I listen to it, kind of grows on you. And one of the things was like, my mom and my dad listened to like the Black Eyed Peas. I think it was like Elephant. That shit was hard.
Black Eyed Peas is fire. No, yeah, dude, no, dude, like that was like one of my favorite groups growing up, like, because Black Eyed Peas was the shit. And then like, because you had Black Eyed Peas, you had Wyclef Jean, and like,
and then the fucking Usher era, and then all that, bro. It was great.
It was great. Yeah, it was lit. So like, was that like who your parents had you listen to when you were younger?
That's what they listened to. Like that was the extent, because like they were like overly religious at one point with Christian. So I was very limited. I'd be like listening to like, I don't know if you know a Christian based like rock or metal band. It's called Skillet.
I think I've heard of them. Honestly,
Yeah.
like I like all the like now that like I'm older, so like I'm 26, so like I just have like a super appreciation for like all types of music, whether it's like Christian rock or like if it's like country, whatever. Cause like I just like grew up with like that all kind of like, cause I grew up in the church too, but we could listen to what we wanted to. Like we was in the church, but I could buy Get Rich or Die Trying on CD. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Bro, I feel that, bro.
bro, and this is how I knew church was a joke. Like we used to have Sunday school, bro. And then like we had Get Rich or Die Trying the album, and then like the Sunday school teacher was telling us that like if you buy that album, you're going to hell. like he was saying like Candy Shop was about like licking a lollipop in hell. I was like, dog, yeah, bro, yeah, bro. I was like, yo, this is fake as hell. I was just, like it was just like it was so crazy because like we were raised like to like, you know, like we just deal with the consequences. You can do whatever you want, but you got to deal with the consequences. So like we were kind of like, you know, like free thinkers and shit like that. So like we would just be up in church and like we would just be looking at everybody like, damn, bro, I can't believe you. Like, I believe in God, but I can't believe I think this shit. Like it's crazy.
Oh shit, bro. I feel that. Like, yeah, bro. Like, oh, but like I would listen to that. That's the music that my parents would want me to listen to. But like I'd be going to like my aunt, my uncle, and they let their kid listen to anything. So we'd be in my cousin's bedroom. We'd be listening to like Bobby Valentino and shit, bro. Like, like that shit was hard. Like,
yeah, Bobby Valentino's fire.
I like this kind of music.
Yo, sneaking off listening to Bobby Valentino, bro. Yo,
but I would stay the night and stuff like that. My parents didn't know, like my aunt and uncle weren't gonna tell them stuff like that. So like stuff like that. It was kind of like a dual-edged sword in terms of like what direction I had or like what my appreciation of music was at that time. And then it wasn't until like I had free thinking, like you were talking about, you know, in my later years in like middle school, high school, because I was like,
that's when you find that
exposure to that. It was direct exposure, like it was inevitable. So like, yeah, man, that just kickstarted that shit. That shit was very nice.
So you live in Canada, right?
No, I live in California.
California? Oh,
Ontario, California. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you lived in Ontario, Canada. I was gonna ask you some Canada questions.
I can't tell you how many people have fucking followed me on Twitter or my Instagram. No, actually, no, it's mostly on my Twitter. They'll follow me because they think I'm in Canada, and
that's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm in Southern California.
Dude, how is it like living in like, you know, California right now? Like from your perspective, you know, a lot of people say a lot of different things about it. And like some people have like a different perspective, you know, some people live in like the suburbs and stuff like that. But you still got to go in the city to get some things. Like, what is your perspective right now of California?
Okay, so to put in perspective, I live about 45 minutes east of LA, which is in Southern California. So that's about like 50 miles.
Yeah.
In the Inner Valley, it's called the Inland Empire, the IE. So I live there, and I don't really go out to LA when my homie's out in LA, so I go there occasionally, but I try not to drive to LA in LA like as much as possible, because like it's just fucking it's shit. Like there's so much there's traffic all the time, like bumper to bumper type shit. So I hate that shit. And their roads are fucking horrible just because it's like
so many people,
and it's hard to like upkeep something it's always getting trampled. So like there'll be like stretches of like the street, bro, on one of the like Manchester and fucking LA, bro, and like that shit's like you're off-roading. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy.
But the Valley, I like it.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I like hearing people's like people that live in LA. I like hearing their perspectives because a lot of people have opinions on it, just like how people got opinions on like New York and like California and New York or the coast. And so like y'all like are affected mostly by like y'all affected heavily by the politics. Y'all affected heavily by you know, income and wages and stuff like that. So like
we have actually a really good system here though. Like in California, like we get taxed so high, but like it's definitely not going to a lot of things that it should be going to, but like they do us right. Like they actually listen to the people in terms of, you know, we get we pay more, but we get more nice things, basically. For that, in terms of the whole statewide thing. But for me personally, like California, I'm actually in a very fortunate position in terms of like finances of like my cost of living and all my bills and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
and still have more left over. But like other people don't have it as good, and it's like an arm and a leg, dude, to get like a fucking 1 bedroom apartment. It's like $1,500, dude, in the ghetto.
Yeah.
That shit's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy as fuck. No, yeah, like it's just that's what I'm saying, like, cause like it's a beautiful place to live, but like when it comes to like the
Oh yeah, most
politics and
definitely.
everything, like people go hard for like all their stuff like out there. So like, cause it's not
Yeah,
like
for real.
it's not like where I live, like in Pure, Illinois. Like people don't really, like it don't really like affect us that much. Like we just like see that shit on TV, and like yeah, it may affect us a little bit, but like it's not on like the scale of like our gas right now is like almost $3. Like I don't know how much I'll
Oh.
pay for. Yeah,
I've always known 5 or 5.25.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
at 5.25 right now.
Okay, yeah, that's
That
pretty
shit's crazy.
bad for like for us. Like
Hell yeah, bro.
we could afford it. It's just that we'd be like, bro, I don't want to pay this. Like,
Nah.
yeah. Like I think that's crazy. So how did you join Kill Me Lord? Like how did you get into that?
Okay, so I was in a collective around the time when I was popping up. I was in this group chat named it was called like Producers, but it was if you know Horehe-san, he
Think
was
so.
Wayforce leader of
Okay.
Wayforce. So like I was in his chat because I guess like he just like fucked with me. So I was in a group with all these other people,
Mm.
and Geist was in there, and I think Geology, if you know who that is. And they recruited me for guys made a collective named Umbrella, and I joined it. And my time in Umbrella is basically like when I started to develop like musically,
Mm.
and like, but it was very toxic. Like there was like beef with our collective and shit, and I wasn't even a part of it and
Yeah.
stuff, like unnecessary extra stuff. So, and it was kind of like trying to like starting to imprint on me and
Mm.
like how the fuck I was projecting myself and how everybody was looking at me. And I was like, yeah, I'm not fucking with this. So by
Yeah.
the end of 2020, I had left like right after Christmas, before New Year's. I had left, and I was talking with Vlad, and I had known Vlad for about like maybe like I've been watching him for like maybe 5 months or so before
Mm.
that. And I respected him. I was like, damn, this guy's doing some different shit.
Mm.
Like I want to be a part of that. That's cool as fuck. Like I respect that. But I
Yeah.
didn't really, it's funny, I didn't really like him at first because like I didn't get his music. But once I started to get his music, I was like, oh shit, this is genius.
Yeah.
This guy is crazy. So we started talking and like working and stuff like that. And he's like, hey bro, like here's my number, and like let me know if you ever want to talk or something like that. And I was like, I left Umbrella, or I was thinking about leaving Umbrella because all this toxic shit. And I called him up and was like, hey bro, like I gotta talk. And so we talked, and he was like, hey bro, like if a fucking opportunity comes through with in Kilmalore, because like we're maxed out right now of what
Mm.
we want, like I'll let you know. And then that he let me know like 2 weeks after everybody wanted me in. So I went in there, and that's basically how I joined Kilmalore at the beginning of this year
Mm.
of 2022.
Mm.
But yeah, and it was funny because there's a lot of members that was in Umbrella, they're in Kilmalore,
Yeah.
like the majority of it. It's crazy, but like that's a lot of talent. Like we Cavallo, we got Geist, who else? There's other people I can't remember. I'm fucking kind of blazed,
Dude,
but
y'all deep as hell, bro. I got like
we got
fucking
30, bro, like
yeah,
over
bro. They're gonna be
30.
1,000 deep one day, bro. It's gonna be 1,000. They're gonna
And
be a
they're all
thousand,
talented, bro. They're all
bro.
talented. We're all
And
talented.
bro, that's what and I was like when I did the when I had
Blessed.
Bro, I had Bro on, and then I remember when I had Frosty and Lundeen on. I was like, dude, imagine if y'all got a house and y'all was like doing like the whole like Twitch shit, bro, and just doing like just making beats and just like, bro, y'all will go up so crazy. Like I feel like all y'all need to do right now is like figure out how all y'all can get to like gather more often and like create. I feel like that would like take y'all to like the next level once, or at least like have like a home base for everyone to like just meet up at, you
Yeah.
know, like every once in a while or something like that. Like I feel like once y'all can like figure that out and y'all can start getting the content rolling plus the music and everything else, bro, man, like there's no telling what y'all can do. Like honestly. That's how I really look at that shit. Like,
I mean, that's definitely been talked about for sure. Definitely talked about, and amongst other things. But like, for me personally, like, I have to take in consideration, like, I have a full-time job. I got a relationship.
Yeah. I'm not saying like,
but yeah, that's the next step. But like, in doing so, like, it kind of like it forces me to be left out because like I have shit I'm tied down to. You know, so for me, I'm just trying to work through like ways, like I've already put it in perspective of like, I can't do that, partake in that kind of thing, and I know these are the pluses, but like these are the minuses, and how do I deal with them, type of shit. So like I'm coming into like some really good stuff. Like I don't know if you know this, you probably do, but I don't know about the date. Frosty and Lindine's project drops this Friday.
So like, I seen that shit.
I got two compositions on there. I got one I produced, and it's with Frosty and Lindine. And there's another that one's called Stranger Drugs, and then there's the other one where I produced and I also put my vocal on there, like I did the hook. So that's crazy. That's a first for me. I don't do that shit. Low key, I was kind of pressured, but the good kind. To do it, because they were all like, hey bro, like you should like in Houston, everybody was like, hey bro, you should do some like vocals, like fuck around. And so like I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. And then I didn't do it, and they're like, you got to do it now. And so I did it, and I actually sound fire as fuck. But I did that, and I produced that. That one's called Your Face. That one I'm pretty excited about. Jay Tavian, if you know who that is, he's another artist.
I know who that is.
Okay. So like I did a remix to one. No, what happened was he sent me some acapella because he didn't buy the MP, or he didn't buy the lease, and then somebody bought the exclusive. So he needed another beat. So he sent the acapella to me, and I made a custom beat around it, and I sent it, and he didn't like it at first because it wasn't the tone or the vibe that he was going for, but it was cool. And then so I made him second one, and that one's dropping this Friday. But I couldn't let the first one go to waste because that one's really hard in its own way. And so like that one is going to be releasing. I don't know of a date right now, but it's definitely going to be my Crack Fest set in October. That place. Yeah. And then me and Frio Gio are also dropping on the following Friday on the 9th. I did a remix to a song Blossom.
Hell yeah.
So I got shit, bro. I got shit.
Yeah. You got a lot, bro. You got a lot in the works, man. Did you like, who are you listening to like right now? Like, what people you playing right now?
I got you, bro. I can tell you right now. I'm gonna go to my Spotify because
you fuck with Childish Gambino?
Bro, I did. I do. I actually enjoy listening to like pretty much the majority of his music, because like when I was coming up in music, like with Rich Gang stuff, I was also listening to like Childish Gambino, like Camp and shit like that. That shit was hard.
That was one of the hardest fucking mixtapes,
bro. I listened to the from front to back, or from start to finish, bro. It was a story.
All that shit, bro. He was singing and all that shit. He was rapping and singing. He was doing it all before. He was honestly like doing that shit way before Drake. If we be honest,
bro.
Like,
Bonfire
was the acting, yeah, bro. That like he was an actor and a rapper and a singer way before everybody. Like killing the game.
Okay, so these are a couple of songs. So I listened to Youngblood. You know what that is? I listened to Tones and I, Dance Monkey. I like that song. That song was pretty catchy. Youngblood by 5 Seconds of Summer.
Okay.
Icy Pop by Nick D.
Okay.
Chris Miles, if you know who that is.
Nah, but I'm gonna look him up though.
Chris Miles is hard as fuck. Quick little story. So like when I got into Chris Miles, that was like when I was like watching videos on YouTube of like people rapping, like if you watch or remember D Pride.
Yeah, D Pride. Oh, the Asian niggas.
Yeah, when he did the 6 foot, 7 foot remix, bro. That shit was straight up freestyle. Dumbfounded, D Pride. They're all 88 Rising now, part of 88 Rising now. But like,
I know.
Fucking so like along with that, and then like on the up next, it was like the fucking 12-year-old kid. Like it was this white boy, and he was kind of chubby. And he was like fucking 62 bars freestyle or some shit like that. And I watched it. It's like 7 minutes long, bro. It's this 12-year-old kid like just fucking rapping the shit out, of the video. And I find out years later, Chris Miles, he actually got signed to, and he got his first million. That's crazy. He was like fucking 14 years old or some shit like that. So he's been like progressing, and like his music that he did early on was kind of like generic. The stuff that he's doing now in the last couple of years That one, it's like some really good stuff, bro. It's definitely, I would recommend Chris Miles. Yeah. And I actually want to, that's one person I want to produce for is Chris Miles. I'm just
Man,
just throw that in the wind.
That was way back in the day.
Bro, D Pride,
MySpace YouTube rapper days, bro. Damn.
Bro, there was one song, it was No Flex Zone by Ray Shremmerd.
Yeah,
he said it was called No Flex Zone. Dude, obviously, but like that shit was hard.
Bro, they did a you remember Forever but with Lil Wayne, Drake, and Kanye and all. Bro, you heard the remix to Deep Ride in the remix to that, bro? Shit's hilarious.
Probably I watched all his videos. It was like that, and then more like canon stuff would be like on a tangent, it would be like epic rap battles in history.
Yeah.
That shit.
Do you remember Jay Park?
Jay Park. I don't think so. Maybe
he got like 2 songs with Deep Pride, I think, and Dumbfounded. Yeah, bro, that shit's crazy, bro. You said Deep Pride. That was
who's the other guy? Is it his name is Tommy Delgado or something?
Timothy Delgado. That's
Timothy.
That's Traffic.
Yeah, he was on one of Deep Pride songs too. It was like a mashup or some shit.
Yeah, his name was Traffic when he was a rapper, bro. That's hilarious, dude. He used to have some funny ass YouTube videos too, bro.
So be doing skits.
Yeah, bro. Who do you want to produce for like, you know, like what would be like a dream? I know you said Chris Miles, but like someone that's even bigger than Chris Miles, like who would be like a dream feature in production, like to be a producer for?
I don't know, bro. Like, okay, I can.
They are alive.
Okay. Frank Sinatra.
That would be crazy.
That would be crazy. Turn some like fucking Rat Pack stuff into like a, I don't know, but
like the fuck jazz I do, bar, like some
whatever the fuck I can do. But like I'm pretty versatile when it comes to like my drum patterns and like the tempos and grooves and shit. But like I'm staying more into like trap and fucking, I don't know. I can do alternative like emo punk, like trap or something.
Yeah,
that's what I've been doing right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, Frank Sinatra, that would be fire, bro. Because that was one of the things that I grew up listening to was like Frank Sinatra and fucking Rat Pack and fucking all that shit.
Yeah. Fucking mob boss music.
That stuff's hard, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Like fucking trumpets and stuff, crazy.
Hell yeah. What kind of things like inspire you to like, you know, just keep on producing? Like what things do you like watch? What things do you listen to? That like, you know, inspire you to like, you know, be productive with you know, being a producer, and like what inspires you to make different, you know, beats and stuff like that? Do you watch like anime? You watching what things are you watching? What video games are you playing that like, you know?
Okay. Right. Okay, so what I've learned after my burnout coming into 2022 and how I was approaching doing music is like I wasn't going as hard, even though I wanted to go as hard as I did in 2020, but it just wasn't realistic because I got too much shit going on. And like you said, like some days I come home from work and I don't feel like doing anything. Yeah. So like I learned like there's days where like I'll go without doing music, like 3 days will pass. I won't even feel inspired. I just do like the music as it comes. And in the time that I don't do music, I like play video games. I watch videos on YouTube. Like I have an Xbox Series X. So like I play my Apex. I play Warzone with Lundeen and Frosty and Knife. So we do that pretty often over Discord. That's cool. I play Fortnite. Fortnite's pretty cool now. I watch like Rust videos, the game. I watched this particular YouTuber. His name's Aiden, but I think the I is like a 1 or something. I found him via TikTok. Like I saw his videos and I was like, that shit's funny. So I looked him up and I just been watching all his videos. It's crazy. He's cool as fuck. But other than that, I'm watching, like I'm gonna start watching Game of Thrones right now. Yeah, man, and just like other shit, like whatever I can occupy my time. But like I'm a creature of habit, so like I'd be just doing the same shit over and over for that.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. What can people expect from you in the future? Like any solo projects, like any visuals coming out, Like
Yeah.
what's like the next like steps, and like what do you want to see like next for yourself in the next like 5 months to a year?
Okay. So we're already past like the half year mark. So like I got shit that I gotta prepare. Like I'm still halfway done on my Crackfest set for Lexic because that's his thing. So I'm gonna do my show and I'm gonna be showcasing a lot of stuff. But I also put in the thought like I wanna what you said, like a standalone project. And I've been thinking about it for like the longest time. I want to do it in 2020, but it just like nobody was fucking with the vision. So like I stopped fucking with myself on that kind of idea and put it away until recently. I'm like, I'm doing more shit. Like I should probably like take advantage like, at this time to like start putting the thought of like a project. And I did. And what I want to do is I want to have obviously a full produced by me tape, and I'll have features on it in that regards. The name that I thought of was a name I was holding on since like 2020. And to be honest, I don't really like it anymore like that, but it was called A New Breed of Rich. But I was like, I scrapped that. And then now I'm going to go with, it's called Obscurus. And Obscurus, you can like look this up, but basically it's like it means something in like be it like from Harry Potter. Like I'm a very big Harry Potter fan.
Yeah, that's
I
Harry Potter, bro. I just
Ravenclaw.
downloaded the Lego collection.
Yeah, bro, the Hogwarts, the Legacy of Hogwarts.
That game's gonna
year.
be fire.
I'm gonna be on that, bro. I'm gonna live on it.
Dude,
like that game is gonna be crazy. I'm a
just
big
so
fan.
trash. There ain't no online multiplayer, bro.
That's gonna be the on time. Well, that's gonna be online multiplayer. It's gonna be
it is. I thought it was no online multiplayer. God damn it!
No. And it's crossplay. So like,
oh
it's crazy.
My god!
Yeah, of course. Like, why would they have a big game and then like you can't even
Bro,
do
no,
other
people were saying that it wasn't. People were saying that it wasn't going to be on multiplayer. So I was just like, God damn it!
Well, at one time it wasn't released. Like they didn't confirm that it was going to be crossplay. That's why.
Oh,
you'd probably still play with your insane console, but it's confirmed crossplay. Like, so it's gonna get down, bro. Like,
yeah, that's just gonna be lit as fuck.
Yeah, but like, yeah, it has something to do with Harry Potter. Basically, it's like somebody who's like a kid who has like his like physical and like mental trauma. It basically create like the magic that they have inside them. It suppresses it in a negative way, and it becomes like a dark entity. And it's like really powerful. And that's kind of like the concept that I went for the name Obscurus. So it has to be something fucking outrageous. Like I gotta have some really hard shit, which is gonna happen, but that's supposed to drop like before the end of this year, like sometime. Like I'm hoping like around like November, but I just got a lot of shit going on. I can get it done, but like I don't know if that's gonna be enough time for me to, put something out, but definitely in the new year for sure at the beginning, if anything else. But other than that, I don't know. I don't really have a lot going on because like I just don't want to like have a lot of shit to think about and overload myself, and then I just don't want to do anything,
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, man, like just take it like like 2 steps at a time or whatever, you know what I'm saying, or 1 step at a time, bro. Just I can just like like don't like you don't want to like over like stress yourself, but you do want to stay productive at the same time. So like you just gotta find like that perfect balance. And I definitely like I've been like seeing that like you just do like so many different things. And and plus like I'll like your production work and stuff like that, and like working with everybody in your collective and stuff. And man, I just I really appreciate you for coming on to the show, man. Is there anything you want to plug, YouTube, Twitter, anything like that, Instagram?
Yeah, I actually want to plug one of my homies. There was back in the beginning of 2018, I met this guy. His name was White Locks, and then through him, like he's irrelevant. I don't like that guy. But I met through one of his homies. His name was Fuller, and Fuller's out of actually Chicago. You need to link with him, like either do a live interview or like interview this guy, because and I'm gonna link you to like his stuff, but like his music that he does, like it's crazy, and he has come up so much. I think you'll really fuck with him. But yeah, it's Fuller. It's FULL6R on Twitter.
I'm gonna check him out.
Yeah,
and I'll check him out.
Yeah, I actually remixed one of his songs because he asked me, and the original song is called 38. And I think I sent it to you. I'm not too sure, but like I sent you some songs. I forget, maybe some remixes. I do those too in my free time. Like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. The ones that it doesn't, I just take the beat and I send it to someone. But yeah, man, that's all I do.
All right, man. Shit, dude. We got Rich Illuminati tonight, man. From Kill Me Lord, Rich Illuminati, the Scottie Show. I appreciate you,
man. Appreciate you. Have a good one, man.
Peace.